Star Wars The Black Series is a very popular action figure line for Star Wars figures, produced by Hasbro. Hasbro also makes other 6-inch figure lines, such as Marvel Legends, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and the G.I. Joe Classified series. Now, what's the one thing that these other lines have that the Black Series rarely does now? That's right, they listen to the consumers. Specifically, Marvel Legends, as they've been the longest running 6-inch toy line for years now. They actually listen to what figures fans want produced. I mean, they teased a massive Sentinel that people have been asking for because they know that people want an absolutely massive Sentinel figure. I mean, just look at how massive this leg is. And Marvel Legends are consistently ready to produce figures for whatever is popular in the Marvel fandom. There's 2 Marvel Legends waves for each MCU movie, along with multi-figure packs and exclusives, just for one new movie. Now, let's look at what the Black Series does for movie releases. The Rise of Skywalker just released 6 months ago. And what figures did we get for that movie? I can probably count them on one hand. Rey and Kylo, of course, because they're the main characters. A normal Sith Trooper. A First Order Stormtrooper, which they've been releasing since 2015, so I barely count that. A First Order and Sith Jet Trooper that count as one because they're pretty much the same mold. Oh, wait, I can't forget the carbonized versions of the Sith Trooper and Jet Trooper. You gotta remember the carbonized versions because they're definitely worth paying $20 for. A First Order Snowtrooper, which I believe was an exclusive. One Knight of Ren, which there's 6 of them, so it's 6 of them that are different designs. Completely. The only similarity is that they wear all black. A C-3PO that comes with Chewie's accessories and also the best Star Wars character of all time. And finally, Zori Bliss. And that's it. No Finn or Poe, no Leia, no Palpatine because he does have a different design, no Rose. Granted, the last time they released her, she was a main character and was a peg warmer, but no Force Ghost Luke, which that could have been cool. Just no other characters from the final movie in the Skywalker saga. Oh, also The Mandalorian is pretty culturally relevant. What figures did we get from that show that quite literally blew everyone away and brought a lot of people into the fandom? Well, we got The Mandalorian, Cara Dune, IG-11, which doesn't count at all because it's just IG-88 with a new bandolier, an Off-World Jawa, and the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. And they just released the Child figure, and we're gonna get a release of Mando with the Beskar armor later this year. Oh, also along with a Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian. That doesn't look like a Remnant Trooper, which is the Stormtroopers we saw the most of in The Mandalorian. You know, all dirty, the not shiny Stormtrooper. But this release is from The Mandalorian, and it's shiny and clean. It's just a regular Stormtrooper. Hey, I have an idea on how you could have released both a dirty version of the Stormtrooper and a clean version. Put the dirty version from The Mandalorian in the normal line and release it with The Mandalorian, and then put the clean version in your vintage carded repaint line for the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, that's a great idea. I wouldn't be upset at that at all. Oh, wait, but no. We need to re-release these characters that have been released before. And there's practically no difference on any of the paint except for maybe Lando, which Lando's the one that I wanted, so. But the majority of these characters are for half price on Amazon. So, if you really want to get those figures, then get them from Amazon. So, yeah, great going, Black Series. And speaking of re-releases, great job re-releasing the entire Rebels crew as a wave of figures. You really are getting the products that everyone wanted 3 years ago out into the market right now. Great job. Just magnificent. And now let's get to the wave that they're about to release. It's a bunch of prequel figures. Cool. Kit Fisto and Obi-Wan use the same body, which is fine, because Marvel Legends reuse the same body all the time, and it works for them. And I mean, Jedi robes are Jedi robes. Anyways, this is supposed to be the Attack of the Clones wave, which, yeah, it is the Attack of the Clones wave, because all of these figures are from Attack of the Clones. Except there's no clones. It's a 5-figure wave, but I believe they're also going to be re-releasing Count Dooku with this wave as well. Now, anyone familiar with me knows that I don't like Attack of the Clones. But I love the Clone Wars, so I will 100% buy the Kit Fisto and especially Plo Koon. But I definitely won't be buying the other figures in the wave. Speaking of the Clone Wars, that show just ended absolutely magnificently, and the vast majority of fans agree that that was like one of the best endings to any Star Wars properties ever. Let's see how the Black Series is celebrating the Clone Wars ending. Yay. Cool. A Camino Guard clone trooper. Cool. This clone trooper was in 2 episodes of the Clone Wars. And it's not a main character. I think there's one line said by any of the Camino Guards in the 2 episodes that they're in. To be fair, they were the poster of the Clone Wars while it was on Netflix. But why would the Black Series make a completely new body mold for a clone trooper and not make a normal clone trooper, a 501st clone trooper, a 322nd clone trooper to go along with the series finale of the Clone Wars, a 212th clone trooper, a Wolfpack clone trooper, Jesse, Kix, Waxer, Boyle, a Coruscant Guard shock trooper. Literally any other clone trooper that wasn't on screen for 3 seconds. Or maybe they could have kept the Camino Guard clone trooper, and along with it, release a 5s in normal clone trooper armor with a removable helmet, so you could see that it's 5s, and he has the bald head and the bandage. Maybe he could even be packaged with the hat that he takes from another clone trooper, along with BZ, who's from that storyline that the Camino clone troopers are from. And we could have actually done something with them. But no. The Clone Wars, which is a show with an absolutely massive following and great story that just ended after years of cancellation, is getting a clone from a specific scene that I guess you can army build with. But we don't have anything else to go along with it. Nothing to display them with or take photos of them with. There's so much potential from the Black Series, but they try too hard to please all of the fans with only one main line. They need to do something similar to Marvel Legends and release the waves with different themes. I think that might be the direction they're headed with the wave of Rebels figures, but I mean, who knows? That could only be a one-time thing for people that didn't get the Rebels figures when they first released. They need to have separate lines for, at the very least, the prequels, the original trilogy, and the sequels. With the new boxes, they have the movie or TV show that the character is from printed under the character's name, which gives me hope that they will continue the line from whatever source of media it is. But at the same time, it's not unrealistic to think that the next time we get something from the Clone Wars as a regular wave release will be in 5 years. The Black Series needs to change something because what they're doing right now isn't working. Notice how they've been running this line since 2013 and people are still asking for different figures or if so-and-so will ever get a figure. Whereas the people that collect Marvel Legends are, for the most part, content with the figures they're getting. That's pretty much my rant on the Black Series. I'm ticked off. So, thank you for watching this. I don't know what this is.